Hi everybody, I'm happy to come back to you with my Barefoot lecture number 9. In my last class, I told you about the blood thinning effect, of which the first issue was the cure from cardiovascular and brain diseases. I showed you so much interesting cases cured from such kind of cardiovascular and brain diseases. But today, in this class, I'm going to speak to you about the next blood thinning effect, which enables us to solve the anti-aging issues. So much interesting cases today. You see, here I'm showing you the one gentleman who was having bald head, but in a 1 year working barefoot, he has completely new black hairs. This comes from the working barefoot, particularly the blood thinning effect. Of course, there are lots of different effects working together, making synergy. But today, I'm going to speak to you in the aspect of blood thinning effect. Let's see it. In my Barefoot Lecture 7, I explained to you about the earthing experiment results, which has been shown in the article of Dr. Gaetan Schwelia, where 10 samples was tested, and the average result was that first increased jet potentials 2.7 times higher jet potential, and decreased viscosity less than a half, and also increased velocity 2.68 times higher. So this makes the blood be thinned and circulated well. This is the exact effect of earthing, particularly blood thinning effect. So this kind of blood thinning effect, the implications have two significant issues. The first one is cure of cardiovascular and brain risk and events, which I explained to you in my last class. The most profound interventions for helping reduce cardiovascular and brain risk and events. In this class, I'm telling you about the key of longevity for a dream of eternal youth, what our humans have dreamt for last thousands of years. Now we have the answer, we have the solution here. This is what I'm speaking to you now. Earthing makes blood circulate well, and that means supplies the oxygen and the nutrients to the cells and collects wastes from the cells well. Of course, to the cells and from the cells. And finally helps people revitalized and rejuvenated. It is so much important issues. Let's see. So today I'm going to show you the exemplary cases of cure from aging, cure from bald head, cure from presbyopia, and cure from hearing and memory loss. We can say that people getting older and older as time goes by. Recently, at a social gathering of my 70 years old classmates, a picture shows that all of the classmates become empty heads, becoming bald. The black hair changed white, gray, and like that. And in the face, black mushrooms bloom on the face. The skin around the neck full of wrinkles. Eyes are getting dim and becoming hard to hear, and also lose some of their memory to some extent. Average case of the people's being getting older and older. And all of us accept it as it's a natural situations as getting older. But it is not. It is not. But if one walks barefoot, what will happen? What will happen? I told you there are 3 theories of walking barefoot. The first one is natural reflexology. The effect is that activation of blood circulation and activation of each organ of the body. It activates the whole of the organs of the body. They're becoming younger and younger. Why? The blood circulates well to all the organs of the body. Because in the sole of the feet, there are lots of different reflex points where all the organs are connected. So it makes a kind of a massage effect. That is natural reflexology effect. The second one is earthing effect. Earthing effect. This is what we are speaking about. The life-saving free electrons from the earth below our feet. It makes optimization of physiologic actions like antioxidants, blood thinning, and circulation, and the production of ATP and excess. This is earthing effect. And the third one is arch and toes effect. So the compression and the relaxation of sole of feet, the arch, and it keeps a correct posture of the body. It makes normalization of musculoskeletal system and the blood circulation system all through the body. All these 3 effects are making together activate the blood circulation of the body to the whole of the organ of the body and to the cells of the body. It makes revitalize and rejuvenate of all of the organs of the body. Let's see the cases. interesting cases. Here one gentleman, 79 years old, Mr. Jong-yeol Kim. 1 year ago, before working barefoot, he looks like this. In his face, there are lots of mushrooms, blue, black mushrooms, so many, and has lots of wrinkles. But after 1 year working barefoot, black mushrooms disappeared, clean, and even many of the wrinkles disappeared. 1 year, change. Completely, he becomes younger, he becomes rejuvenated. Somebody's asking, or say it makes he made some adjustment in the picture. So I'm showing the next 4 months later. So after working barefoot, 1 year and 4 months. Let's see. In winter time, he took a photo. He has never made any adjustment in the photo. He becomes clearly younger, and his face is like, what kind of color? Scarlet and like that. Like a boy. So walking barefoot will make you getting younger like him. Now he's 80 years old. But he becomes every day become younger and younger. Thanks to the working barefoot and thanks to the life-saving free electrons from the ground. He gets the free electrons and it makes his blood thinner and thinner, so circulates well, and his all cells of the body becomes younger and revitalized. So his face shows the result. It is not only for his case. Everybody can be like that if you walk barefoot in the ground, on the earth. Let's see another case. So this is the son of Mr. Jong-yeol Kim. He's 47 years old. He's said that he's a specialist in computer programming. So he works during the midnight, whole through the night sometimes. And he has so much stress. So his hairs took off and he becomes bald like this way. So the father asked him, let's walk barefoot and be earthed and grounded during working. So he started, and 3 months after walking barefoot, his hair becomes grow like this way. 3 months. So next 6 months, 1 year, 12 months, completely black hairs. And if we see more closely to the photos, at the beginning, he has a clear wrinkle on the forehead, and the color is dark brown. But let's see, 1 year after, there is no, even 6 months. Here there is a wrinkle, but it almost disappeared, and his face becomes clean, becoming younger. In addition to this, black hairs. This is amazing story. Amazing. There are so many bald-headed peoples in the world. But if they walk barefoot, they can have this kind of changes. They can become younger. This is what walking barefoot speaks to you. This is the result of living based on the planning of our Creator in the world. Who planned that peoples should walk barefoot on the ground to get these life-saving electrons from the ground? Like the different animals in the field, in the forest, and the fishes in the river and the sea, and also plants on the ground. We people should live like that way. Then everybody can have like this way. Black hairs. And the same with like 80 years old Jong-yeol Kim, like a young boy. His face changed. Everybody can be like that way. So let's see another cases. Another gentleman, he is 75 years old, Mr. Jong-hee Lee. Before walking barefoot, he had white hair, white eyebrows. But after 2 months of walking barefoot, his white hair, eyebrows turn black. His face gets younger. And also he resolved the prostatic hypertrophy. Amazing story. Let's hear from what he is saying. He gets up 3 times a day in the night. But now he does not get up during the night, during the sleeping. His face becomes younger. His hair becomes black. And his white eyebrows changed to black too. He's just so happy. You know, this is the place, this is the mountain trail where we are having the Barefoot Walking Healing School. They come to join us. And you see this gentleman and this gentleman is the same age old, but completely different. He is so healthy, but he has some cancers. But now he starts to walk barefoot too. So this is the case. White hair, white eyebrows become black, and even the prostatic, let's see, hypertrophy has become solved also. 3 times during the sleep gets up before, but now completely. All through the night he sleeps well. Sweet sleep. This is what the working barefoot presents to you. So let's see the next case. No presbyopia, no magnifying glass. This is what myself. I had the magnifying glass for decades, but now without the magnifying glass, for months I'm living. This shows that my eyes become better, become cleaner. So many people says that their eyes become better after walking barefoot. So, and next, a lady who is 78 years old. She hasn't heard for 40 years, but starting to hear. That's what she's saying. Let's hear what. After 30, from the 30 years of age, she has in the right ear, she couldn't hear. But after 2 months of walking barefoot, the miracle appeared. That she started to hear something from the right ear. So this is another miracle. Let's hear the next case. This gentleman, Mr. Songbom Kim, 68 years old, he worked 2 months walking barefoot. And he said that the memory increased and it can prevent the dementia. Let's hear what he's saying. He said that the blood circulates well in the brain. So he is memorizing the English Bible. He says that the concentration is increased. So about 2 months his memory becomes more clear. And he's saying that it can prevent the dementia of old peoples. It is very important, very important. The old people can walk barefoot and everybody can have bigger power of memory. This is what the result of walking barefoot, and the blood becomes thin and circulates well, and it circulates to the brain and the cells of the brain, so supplies the nutrients well to the cells of the brain and collects the wastes from the cells of the brains. So the brain cells become activated. Naturally, the memory becomes more bigger and bigger. So let's summarize once again. Disconnected from the earth, then it causes electron deficiency. Then the malfunction of mitochondrial plant. Naturally, insufficient ATP generation. Blood is sticky, not circulate properly. Nutrients not supplies well, and wastes not collected well on time from the cells. It is like if you don't water the plants on time, they will wither, they will become die. It's the same. It is same. If you are disconnected from the earth, the electrons do not come to the body, come to the blood. It causes no sufficient blood in hair follicle. Naturally, hair falls out, bald, and the color becomes gray, white. No sufficient blood in the face cell. Black mushrooms bloom, and wrinkles curl up too. No sufficient blood in eye cells. Eyes getting dimmer and dimmer. No sufficient blood in ear cells. Do not hear well too. No sufficient blood in brain cells. Memory fades. As people's being aged, blood does not circulate well subsequently. The above typical aging phenomena occur. But if reconnected to the earth through walking barefoot, full of life-saving electrons in our body, in our cells, reactivate mitochondrial plant, sufficient ATP generation, blood is seen, circulated properly, nutrients supplied, and wastes collected well on time to and from each cell. Then it becomes like if you water the plants on time, they will become vivid, vigorous. It's the same. Sufficient blood in hair follicle, hair regrows, become black. And sufficient blood in face cell, cream face, wrinkles disappear. Sufficient blood in eye cells, eyes having good view. Sufficient blood in ear cells, start to hear well. Sufficient blood in brain cells, start to improve memory. In these cases, so if we are connected to the earth, we have full of life-saving electrons, then though we are becoming aged, still blood circulates well. Subsequently, the above typical aging phenomena do not occur or delayed much. So important, so important. Then as the result, walking barefoot and earthing is the ultimate solution of anti-aging. What I can say as the result. And it is the exact elixir plant what our humans have searched for thousands of years to live long, to live eternally. We found the solution. We found the answer. That is the life-saving free electrons right below our feet in the ground. This is what the creator of the world have planned from the beginning. If peoples walk barefoot and be connected to the ground, then we may live without having so many chronic diseases and without being aged like that. That means we can live younger. We can live healthier. This is what the walking barefoot and earthing speaks to you. So we should follow that rules through walking barefoot. If we take off the shoes and walk barefoot, then we will realize, everybody can realize the interconnection and the trinity of the sky, earth, and the people. We are following the law of earth. It will make us, make human beings, live healthily, like all the animals, fishes in the water, plants on the ground, without having sicknesses. That's the reason you are having this life-saving saving movement for walking barefoot from Seoul, Korea. Thank you very much for paying attention to my lecture today. I hope all of you also join us to walk barefoot and to live healthily without having chronic ages, diseases, and without being aged so much. We can live healthily if we walk barefoot. Please join us. And let's see you in my next class, where in my lecture, Barefoot lecture number 10, I will speak to you about the ATP generation. Thank you very much. See you again. Bye.